Hi everyone, this is Gayle. Welcome to my channel tonight. We've got a NOAA weather radio, alert radio unboxing and test that we are going to do. So let me get into, Peter Parker has come in. Hey Peter, he's asking about, I'm glad to do that. No problem. And we have Living Positively Afterlife challenges also in. So hi to both of you. Please don't forget to give me a like on the video, please. So I am so excited about this. This first, it's not sponsored, okay? So I believe in having one of these radios when you're on a road trip. You can also use them at home. And the reason I believe in it is because knowing about storms and bad weather helps make van life or RV life just a little safer and less stressful. As you know, we recently were in some pretty severe thunderstorms with our RV. That had some tornado weather. Y'all probably saw that video. And unfortunately, my emergency radio, it was in the van. I did not have it with me with the RV. So no storm alerts. Instead, we had to rely on just local radio stations and my Skywarn training to help us avoid the thunderstorms. But that experience showed me how much an emergency radio is one of the van life and RV life essentials that you need for camping or road trips. And you can also use it at home. This one that we're going to unbox, this NOAA weather radio is portable. It's pocket sized. It's also USB rechargeable. It's basically, it's just a little cheap radio. As I bought it on Amazon, it cost me less than $22. And the storm alerts, they're supposed to be loud and the light's supposed to flash and make sure it gets your attention. So we're going to find out how well it works tonight together as we do the unboxing. So let me see. We have got also Thomas Moore, P&L Railway is in. So hi, it's good to see you. Valerie Reese, it's all about the adventure is in the house. We've got Big Tom's van. Big Tom's van says, great idea. Yeah, it's, I got to tell you, when you live near Dixie Alley, or if you're going to drive through Tornado Alley, oh my gosh, these little things, I mean, they're not that expensive. Like I said, this is one of the cheap weather radios, and they are literally life-saving. I kid you not. And combine that with the Skywarn training, which is the free weather training that you can get from the National Weather Service. They even have an online version now. Combine it with that, and you're just that much safer, because the Skywarn training will let you know what to look for as far as the clouds, and the radio will back it up. So let's see. Thomas Moore says, I have the Canadian Pacific Railroad's last Golden Spike. Oh, it's the real one. Wow. Golden Spike from 1885. That is so cool. That is so cool. And you were just in Chattanooga not long ago. Did you have a phenomenal time there? I hope so. Chattanooga, Tennessee. There you go. Which that's also an area where if you don't have one of these weather alert radios, you may want to get one, because it's at the very tip of what they used to call Dixie Alley. So that whole section going up through like middle Mississippi, through Alabama too, and parts of Georgia, and on up into like Tennessee, going like south of Knoxville, all of that area. And of course, we're more familiar with Tornado Alley out west, but we do have the secondary. So really, if you're going to travel at all, get a weather radio. It's just something that's good to have. Now, this weather radio is supposed to have some automatic alerts. Let's see, we have Twin Brook Acres in the house. Hi, Twin Brook Acres. It's nice to see you. Wow, we've got several people here. And let's see, Living Positively After Challenges says, hi, Thomas, Val, and Gayle. Sorry, I'm a bit late getting into the chat. I was in the kitchen for a few minutes. I'm really looking forward to hearing about this alert. Yeah, I can't speak highly enough. So did several of you see the video of me going across Tennessee on Interstate 40 in the weather that was a little tornadic? Fortunately, what looked like a tornado turned out to be just a scud cloud, which is nothing to worry about. But even the National Weather Service had to go back and check it out and see what the weather alerts were for that time period where we were. And that storm did actually spawn at least one tornado in Middle Tennessee. So you want to keep an eye on things. So you are at a big disadvantage when you're on a road trip, whether you're camping or pulling a trailer, because you don't necessarily know where to go. They can talk about storm shelters all they want to on the news, and that's great. But if you don't know how to get there, then you're really at the mercy of everything. Sorry, as I knock this winding here. So that's something you got to watch out for. It's not anything you have to really get like don't have anxiety and thinking that every time you get behind the wheel, you're going to run into a storm, because you're certainly not. 99% of the time, weather's clear and you have nothing to worry about. But it's just that 1%, because you are at a disadvantage. You don't know the route, you don't know the road, and no matter how high of a profile vehicle you have, you still have to be aware. And certainly, it's one of the things I like about my Chevy Express is it's higher up off the ground. And we've talked about having it lifted, but I don't think I'm going to. I think if I did more off-roading in the van or more camping in rural areas, I might consider it. So let's see. Let me go into the chat right quick and see. Big Tom Span says, I have a high roof Transit now, so I'll need one. Yeah, you will. You will. Hopefully this one's going to work out great. We'll see. I'll go ahead and read what it says on the back of the box. Hubby should be in here in just a minute. He's going to help me out with this because he's programmed some that we've had in the past, and he's more familiar with these. But on the back of the box, this is the lIJIANI. So lIJIANI. I don't know how you pronounce it. It's from China, folks. So ease up on my pronunciation. RD207 weather radio has FM 87 to 108, AM 520 to 1710. Weather band from 162.4 to 162.55 megahertz. Flashlight power, 2 watts. So we'll see how that goes. Battery, 1500 milliamp hours, 3.7 volts, input DC 5.0. This is USB rechargeable. The only thing is they are another company that did not include an adapter to plug it into the wall. So you are going to need to plug it into like your laptop, your cigarette lighter, if you've got a wall charger laying around from one of your cell phones, you can plug it in there. So let me call hubby in. Oh, he's standing right here. Hi. And
hello.
He's going to come and help me with this. We got a bunch of people in, so say hi.
Hi, YouTube.
I'll even scoot over.
Oh, that's nice.
How about that?
That's good. That's good. Hello.
So we've got it. Let me see if I can move the camera down.
Okay.
And I'm just going to let you open it up because I know you like punching buttons and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, and you can talk about the milliamp hour battery.
Okay.
And what that means.
All right.
While I attempt.
Slip over here. Okay. Hey, guys. I think I heard Gayle say that it's a 1500 milliamp hour battery.
Yep.
So that equates to 15 amp hours. That's a pretty decent sized battery for a little radio. I would expect it to last a good long time on a charge. Oh, come back here. Hello, over here. Come this way. So we'll see. As you can tell, it's still in the box. So I don't know what the state of the battery is, but we'll open it up and find out. We're ready?
Yep, we're ready.
All right.
I'm focused on your hands.
Okay, cool deal. All right, so we open it up, and here we have the radio itself all nicely packaged up.
And I got the white one because it's going to be a little easier to see in a dark environment.
That's a good, wonderful idea.
Yeah, they also have a black one, and I didn't want to go black.
One of the running jokes between us is that everything's black, so this will be a nice change. All right, we got your booklet of words, instructions. Thank you.
It doesn't look like much in the way of instructions.
No, it's really kind of sparse, but it's a radio, so we'll be able to figure it out. Okay, does come with a charging cord. It's a micro USB, so that'll be fine. And wow, I haven't seen one of these in a while.
Yeah.
So the battery stick.
It's an old style one. Can you hold it up so they can see
Sure.
it more? It's
your prepackaged, non-standard battery, but it'll fit right in here. And once,
Is that what that's called? NIKID battery?
I believe it's an NIKID. It may be a lithium ion. I'm not sure.
Okay, we'll
probably lithium ion. Okay, so we got to make sure we put it in correctly. The positive terminal's on this end, and it's labeled very small. Labeled on, come on, focus. Oh, okay. Well, on either end of the rider, you can barely see a little plus and minus. I'm sorry, it's not focusing better. But let's see. Plus on this end goes in here. Thunk. Okay. All right, we'll put the cover back on. So let's see what happens.
What's on the side there?
Okay. We have our controls. We have the flashlight controls. We have an on-off and SOS feature. Oh, wow. Okay, the battery does have some juice. Out of respect for sensitive folks, I won't make it flash, but it has an SOS feature and just a straight flashlight. On the top is the band selector. Well, I don't know if you can read that or not, but it says FM, AM, WB, which I assume is a weather band, and weather band auto. So for the alerts. And it's also got a headphone jack right here. You may not be able to see that, but that's a really handy thing if you want to.
That's a standard headphone jack, not a USB.
Thank you. Yes, that's a 3.5 millimeter standard headphone jack. All right, let's power it up. Let's put it on weather band. Let's power it up. Oh yeah, by the way, there's the tuning and wait a minute. Where is the volume? Oh, here's the volume. On this side is the off, on, and volume, and the USB input to charge it up. So let's turn it on. Okay, so it's working. Let me see if I can find a station. I don't know. It's on. It is. Yeah, it's on weather band. Okay. I don't know what our local weather band is. I'm sorry. I should have checked that, but I didn't. I should get a voice somewhere along the way.
It's hard to remember what your local weather band is when you travel.
Yeah. So what you do is what I'm doing right now. Just scan it. You should hear a voice at some point, or more, maybe more than one. Oh, you can hear the static cut out like it wants to.
Pull that up a little bit more since you've done the unboxing.
Okay. So I'm just scanning slowly.
Just a second. I'm going to put the camera back roughly where it was.
Well, guys,
this is live, so whoops, pull that up some.
Okay, I don't hear a voice. Let me see if I can get an FM station.
Okay.
Works. Okay. All right. So FM works. I just couldn't find a weather band. So
let's put it on auto. Maybe it'll pick it up.
I think auto means for the the alarms.
Okay, it does. I see that now.
So,
So while he's looking at that, let me pull this over. Looking at the directions here, it's got the power off and on knob, and that's also your volume control. You press the function button to find the mode that you want. At this time, the power light is on. So to power it off, you use the power knob directly. Select the radio stations, push the function button to FM or AM or weather band, and use tuning to find the station you want to listen to. It's also got the auto alert mode, which is enter the auto alert mode. If the alert's triggered, it will be played. And the flashlight has 2 gears, strong light, and SOS/alarm.
okay. Well, guys, if you'll excuse me for a second, I'll go outside and see if I can pick up the weather band and bring it back in. But you heard.
Can I try?
Yeah, go for it.
I just want to see what it's like.
The FM picked up really nicely. I thought it had good sound to boot. That's the flashlight button.
Whoops. So the SOS does work. Yeah. Let's see, the antenna is 15 inches long. Okay. And I don't know. I'm surprised we're not getting anything with the weather band.
And when you let's show them this. When you mess with the dial, the numbers light up.
Yeah,
so you can do it in darkness, which is nice.
This is old school. Okay, this is old school. Yeah.
But let me run it out. If you don't care, let me run it outside and see if I can find the weather channel and bring it back in.
Okay.
But the FM part picked up really nicely, so.
And that will help.
We're a bit remote where we live.
So I noticed this is not changing.
Yeah, don't know what that means.
I
don't know. Okay.
The instructions on this are pitiful at best. I don't like that. Let me get back over here. So we'll see what he says. But the instructions on this are pretty pitiful. There's not any. It talks about preparing before use to install the battery and the use of the charging line, but it doesn't give me, it talks about the tuning knob, but it doesn't really give me like anything. When listening to the FM radio, you need to turn on the FM antenna close to the window in order to obtain the best reception effect. When listening to the AM radio, please place the radio perpendicular to the ground. Okay, so it does have, this is under tips. Okay. Please place the radio perpendicular to the ground to ensure the receiving effect in dense cities and buildings with multi-layer structure. Fluorescence and electromagnetic waves may interfere with the signal, so please try to avoid it. Okay, so we're definitely gonna try to avoid large cities. That's why you travel, right? So hopefully he's got it outside, so hopefully he'll figure it out. Now, I have a Midland also, which is out in the van, and let me tell you something. Midland makes fabulous radios, for one thing. Anybody that's done anything going back to like old CB radios can tell you that. Ham radios, they can tell you Midland's one of the top brands. But when I am in the van, I have no problems getting a signal with the Midland, except my curtains on the van, my window coverings on the van, I made them to have reflectix in between the 2 layers, which is phenomenal when it comes to taking care of some of the heat and some of the cool air that comes in from the windows. But it seals with magnets around the edges of the coverings. And when I put all of that on each window, it blocks not just sun, but it blocks radio signals. So if I am listening on my Midland, or if I've got just a little radio, I can't get a signal with that inside my van. So if you go to put those kind of covers over the windows of your van, just know that you don't get the best signal no matter what you use. I've even noticed that with my cell phone, my Google Pixel 6a. So what I suggest is cracking the window just a little bit if you need to stick that antenna right out of the window just a little bit, or don't put the covers up. Or I've also had pretty good success with just raising the fan. I've got a cover on my fan, and I've noticed that when I open up the fan, I can get a signal. Okay, what you got?
So I got it doesn't like being inside.
Okay.
Standing outside, like once I moved off the carport, it picked up pretty well. But when it came inside, the signal just dropped.
Oh, I can hear it a little bit. So outside is really what I need this for.
Yeah.
So we can.
So it did tell me the forecast.
So you think I'll be able to use it in the van with the coverings off the windows?
Yeah.
Here, come here.
Yep. Sorry.
Talk to us.
Yes. It had a pretty good sound. And like I said, you just scan up and down till you hear the voice. And yeah.
Now the tips talked about holding it perpendicular to the ground.
And it made a difference. I had to hold it flat. And with the open sky above, it picked up pretty well.
So, but not inside our house at all.
Nope. Inside it.
And I will tell you also about our house. We are in a brick building, and we have a tower nearby, so that could interfere with being inside. Yeah, being inside the house.
So it does work. I'm sorry I can't show. You can't hear the forecast voice, but I believe it will be a good thing. I think it will be a good thing.
Okay. And we know that the radio worked.
Yep. And the alarm. The alarm definitely worked.
The alarm works. Okay. We heard that. So, yeah, I'm going to call this pretty much a win, just simply because it seems like I'll be able to use it in the van or in the RV, which is the whole purpose of having it. I do like that the alerts are automatic. If you've had any experience with other storm alert radios, emergency radios, then you know that not all of them will alert automatically. Some of them you have to. I'm going to move this so it's not smacking you. But on some of the emergency alert radios, you have to program it in to be able to pick up your local weather service channels. That's great when you're at home, and some of those units for like the window units are heavier and do have more of a capability of getting a signal. But like I said, they have to be programmed, which does you no good on the road. So Big Tom's fan says, I give it a rating of 1 van. Is 1 being good or 1 being bad? And we also have lawn lifters here. I'm sorry, I did not see lawn lifters. It is good to see you, and welcome to the channel. Do want to toss out the reminder that if you've not subscribed, please go ahead and do so. And do please give me a like on the video, because, you know, when we say that, that really does help with the Google algorithms. So I'm going to tentatively call this a win, like I said, because he does think it's going to work in the van.
Yep.
If that works out and we can't use it in the RV or in the van, then I'm going to come back and let you all know.
That's fair.
Fair enough? So, all right.
Hi, guys.
5 is really good. So Big Tom's fan is really skeptical about it. So we'll see. Oh, Peter Parker's in. He got out of the Walmart parking lot. So good. Good. He had people following him.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Ladies wanting to talk to Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
So, okay. Rating of 1 from Big Tom's van. saying 5 is really good. All right. And it is going to depend on what you're going to use this for. If I needed this inside my house at home, I would send it back to Amazon. But because I want it for the RV and travel, we're going to try it out. And it is a small radio, so that does also make a difference. So yeah, let me know what you all think. Drop that in the comments down below. And thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. So if you have a radio that you really like, let me know, okay? Just drop that in the comments so I will know, because if this one doesn't work out, I'll either go to another brand or get one like my Midland, which was a lot more expensive. This is just a cheap weather radio, under $22 on Amazon. So, all right, you all, thanks again. Always be bodacious, which means you're not going to let life get in the way of living. And I will see you all on Saturday night at 7:30 on the next live stream. So good night, everyone. And Big Thomas Van is saying bye also. Bye.